Why are kids so drawn to Ouija boards in horror films?
I feel like they kind of, well, a part of them wants to be like a daredevil and like show their friends like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna jump off a cliff now, I'm so brave, I'm so tough, but also
Tomfoolers they are.
but also they really, I feel that they like to scare themselves, and I mean I like to scare myself, so I bet they do too.
I think there's also an element of curiosity too, because I think that every child and every person, even adults, is like, oh, is there another side, and what's it like? And especially with something as sensitive as talking to the dead, there is an element of danger, and everybody likes to have a little risk.
Yeah.
Now, the movie kind of takes a risk in being set in 1967.
Yeah.
So you're both like, you could be living in 1967.
Yeah.
Just as you are. So what was the most challenging thing about kind of putting yourselves back there in that era?
I mean, I think at that time, families just had different concerns, and especially, I mean, my father is still around, and I mean, I live with my mom, and we, I mean, I don't have a younger sister or a sibling who's been possessed, but I feel like the family values of 1960 are different from family values today, which was different because, especially as, you know, a young woman in this film, you have to put yourself back there, like you were saying, it's difficult. So there's had to be a little bit of research involved.
Also, I completely agree with Annalise, but also the costumes were super cool. I just have to put that in there because they were so unique, and I've never like seen anything like that. Like it's like what I'm wearing is like if I go into a vintage shop and just like look around, that's what I was wearing.
Well, the movie also is shot in such a way that it feels like it could have been made in 1967. I know the director, Mike Flanagan, really took a lot of care with the visuals. As actors, now how does that put you as far as in front of the camera? Is it a different experience than shooting something that's very modern feeling?
Well, with any piece, it's kind of hard because we are tomfoolers and we like to fool around, and in front of the camera it's hard because she always made like these funny faces and she tried to make me laugh. And well, that aside,
At the appropriate times.
sometimes
Very much.
no, unless it's like an evil laugh. But I feel like shooting in modern times, it might be a little easier because it's easier to capture the look of the film if it's in modern times. But with it being in the 60s and all, they have to make it really look like it's the 60s or